Links down below to credit where I'm getting my information from. The show started off with Cody Rhodes backstage being led by two people to his new locker room, in which it would be filled with wine, seafood, and of course R-Truth on the couch helping himself. And it was funny. It was interesting. I loved that segment. Trish Stratus, who's from Toronto, the show was in Toronto. She's celebrating 25 years of wrestling with the WWE. Her children will get to see her wrestle live for the very first time today as of the making of this video at Elimination Chamber. Her tag partner, Tiffy Stratton, comes out. Chelsea Green came out as well with Piper Niven. Chelsea was trashing Canada, even though she's from Canada, and she was sporting her outfit that you could see where on the left side, it was all Canadian flags, and on the right, it was all the American flag. And then Tiffy was supposed to wrestle Chelsea Green, which she did. No blackout this time because there was a little slippage last week. Apparently that made big news. You didn't even see you know what I'm saying? But yeah, match got thrown out due to Nia and Candice that were goosing around at ringside and attacked Trish and, you know, that sort of stuff. Then backstage, we ended up having Solo Sikoa with Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. It was pretty interesting. Solo actually gave up his spot to qualify for the U.S. title match to Jacob Fatu, which I thought was interesting. Just that whole like 15-second segment was like, something's going on here. And I'm just being honest, I'd totally be on board with a Jacob Fatu Tama Tonga, you know, face turn at some point. Yeah, then it showed the actual backstage with Cody Rhodes and R-Truth, which I already talked about. I just kind of summed it up because I'm trying to make these videos a lot quicker. Jacob Fatu defeats Andrade. This match was nuts. Andrade was nuts. Jacob Fatu, as always, was nuts. Backflip off the top rope. This was a highlight to the outside from Andrade. Then he landed the back of his head a la JD McDonough. And I'm just glad that he didn't get hurt because that was just crazy. Really, really good match. Really happy Jacob Fatu got over on that. Clean win. Loved it. Los Garza versus the Street Profits got thrown out as DIY attacked the Profits right before they even got in the ring. Then Pretty Deadly came out. Then Motor City Machine Guns came out. Ended up being an all-out brawl. But in my opinion, that little escapade, if you will, made up for the fact that the match got thrown out again. They've been throwing out a lot of matches, a lot of DQs, a lot of just matches getting thrown out where there's not even a DQ. It just ends up in a no contest. Right here, see? In a no contest. Never mind the disqualification. Then we ended up having a really good promo, again, not shocking, from Drew McIntyre on John Cena. I'm having my coffee. And then Damian Priest came out and reminded Drew that he beat him because of his obsession with Punk. It was clouding his judgment, cashed in on him, the whole thing. That's how Damian Priest became champ. CM Punk then came out. Huge, huge pop from the crowd. Then Seth came out. Seth Rollins came out. Yeah, that's right. And that was just really funny. Because he did look like a giant oven mitt. And Logan Paul came out to John Cena's music. Everybody thought John Cena was there, including myself, but it was Logan Paul, the Maverick, and it was like, are you freaking kidding me? And just the whole thing was nice. I don't always need to see wrestling. Sometimes I just need to see angry people just shooting the shit. And it's entertaining for me. I like it. LA Knight defeats Santos Escobar for the U.S. title qualifier. I could see that. I just can't really see him being in that position right now, but I do like him a lot. I do like him a lot. So that brings him up through that. Then we have the Sami Zayn in-ring promo, where essentially he wanted to bring out Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens wasn't there. He was actually at the other arena at the Rogers Center, not that one there, but not all that far away, where they had set up the entire venue for Elimination Chamber, right? So it was in the same city of Toronto. They usually always do that. But when they host like a SmackDown or a Raw, it's usually not literally in the same arena as where they're going to have a PLE. So that was that. And that was actually really good. As always, Sami Zayn really good on the mic. Kevin Owens, dynamite on the mic. Just absolutely great. Carmelo Hayes defeated Strowman for the U.S. qualifying match via DQ. He pulled off some Eddie Guerrero shit with the chair. That was actually pretty slick. So Solo and Tama Tonga interfered as well. And yeah, 6-woman tag. This was a pretty wild match. Oh yeah, it was here. I was like, what? What is she doing there? It's because she showed up at the end. So the 6-woman tag, we have Liv, Raquel, Roxanne Perez versus Bayley, Naomi, and Bianca. And Roxanne Perez, Liv and Raquel ended up winning. But at the end, out of nowhere, and this is how we know this had my answer question. My question answered. Alexa Bliss is, in fact, with the Wyatt Six, I would think, for the very fact of not necessarily how she's dressed, although that's kind of a bit of a giveaway, is the fact that at the end, they showed a Wyatt Six quick, 2-second, wallpaper or whatever, kind of saying, hey, check this out. Because for a while, since they've been on SmackDown, actually, I don't even think they've made an appearance. Have they? Since they've moved to SmackDown. But I am told that it's due to an injury, but it's not being disclosed as to who's injured, what body part is injured, but they're not let go from the WWE. I personally abso-fucking-lutely adore, with a passion that burns brighter than 1,000 suns, love the Wyatt Six, even though Bray Wyatt is not there. I love it. Having her thrown into the mix, I think is great. Because it's relevant, because she was with Bray Wyatt before. This isn't just like adding people in just to kind of make it sound, ooh, It's, she's been there, done that. That's who she was before. So she's just continuing on. And I personally think it's great. Triple threat match for the U.S. title qualifier, unfortunately, has LA Knight defeating both Carmelo and Jacob Fatu in a triple threat. Loved the match, just loved it. Really rooting for Jacob Fatu. He's getting a lot more chance, as always, well-deserved. Michael Cole ends up with an in-ring interview with Cody Rhodes. CM Punk had asked him backstage, what did that even mean in regards to The Rock's offer? What does he have to do? So then Michael Cole finally answered the question that I've been wondering, and I kind of figured it's what it was, but I wasn't 100% sure because I don't like to assume. Michael Cole is the one that referenced and said, hey, you'll probably be able to defend it whenever you want. You'll probably be able to stay at home. Get rid of the bus. You could stay home. Choose to only defend it at PLEs whenever you want. A red Ford Raptor pickup truck rolled out with the American Nightmare symbol on the truck. He could make Cody part of the TKO board as well, which is what The Rock is a member of, and he's like way up there, so that's real. And then at the very end, when The Rock came up on the screen, he was getting ready to get in his private jet. He had a weight belt. Remember the one he used to whip Cody with? And it had Cody Rhodes' soul on it with the date. And the date was the date his father died, Dusty Rhodes. So he's like, that's when you lost your soul, because, his dad was everything to him. But then post-show, what you didn't see, goddamn, that's bright. I'm not going to show it, but it's just as he was signing a weight belt and he was going to give it off to somebody in the audience, Solo Sikoa came in alone and attacked Cody Rhodes. Then they went back and forth for like a minute or two. And that happened well after the cameras went off air. The show went off the air. So just like little things like that. I like to be made aware of those and still bring it to your attention, just in case. Like, oh, okay. So that way, like if it gets followed through into the story, if it was meant to have any type of story significance, I'm sure they would have shown it. But whatever, it's there. There's still something going on between the two of them. Maybe. I don't know. I am super excited. One of the biggest things that I'm excited for is knowing what Cody Rhodes is going to do about The Rock's offer, and just what is the future of Jacob Fatu. Honestly, those are some of my biggest things that I'm wondering about. And of course, who's going to win the chamber match between the 6 people that are in it. I'm hoping personally that it is going to be CM Punk. It's just my pick, and that's it. Thumbs up as always if you like the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and trying to make me more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up online. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, and you'll get a Sister Abigail. A backwards one, so you land on your back with the... Anyways, I don't want to picture that. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. And if I'm lucky, maybe... That's where all my hair went. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next video, which today, like I said, is Elimination Chamber. I am on 4 hours of sleep. I've got Monster Hunter Wilds to cover, PGA Tour to cover, a lot of crazy stuff. I'm always generally going to be a day behind for the few people that give a shit to hear what I have to say. So yeah, tomorrow, March the 2nd, assuming everything goes well, it's going to be Sunday. That is when I'm going to record the Elimination Chamber highlight review, recap, whatever. I don't remember what my videos are called. And that's enough rambling. Take care. Bye for now.